everyone, it's that time of year again. It's time for the Texas Lightning Puma Cup. I'm Jennifer Huey and I'm your referee coordinator, and I'm looking forward to working with you this weekend. But in order to have a great weekend, I want to go over some things with you that are really, really important. First and foremost, the law changes. There are some big changes to the laws that have occurred, and they are in effect for this tournament. So I wanted to spend a few minutes before I get into the tournament logistics and just go through the laws that are impacted for this tournament that you need to use while you're refereeing this weekend. All right, some of the changes for this weekend include Law 3, which says a direct free kick or a penalty kick is awarded if a substituted player, team official, or a player sent off interferes with play or an opponent, or with an opponent. It will be a direct free kick or a penalty kick. Also, with Law 3, it states that a substitute can take any restart, but first must step on the field of play. Law 4, a player removed from the field can return after correcting equipment with the referee signal. So let's say that you've sent someone off for earrings. They have earrings and a bandage over it, and you said, hey, that's not proper equipment, off you go. Before, they had to wait until the next stoppage of play before they could come back onto the field. With this change in law, as long as a referee has approved the equipment change, you can wave them on, beckon them on the field during dynamic play. All right, for Law 5, an injured player on the field, if attended to quickly, and a red card and a yellow card is shown, does not have to leave the field. If no card is shown, then the player must leave the field. So think about that for a second. If a player goes down and they're injured, and you do not show a card, then nothing has changed. They still have to go off of the field to be treated. Or if anybody comes on to treat them, they've got to go off the field. If the tackle is severe enough where you show a card and the player is injured, then if they can be treated quickly on the field of play, then they can stay on and not have to go off. But we're talking about maybe a 25-second time frame, not 2 to 3 minutes, okay? If it's gonna take a long time, then of course they're gonna have to go off the field. So be sure that you understand that mechanic and about what to do in terms of Law 5. All right, Law 8, this is a new one. The ball must clearly move to be in play for all restarts. The ball can be kicked in any direction. So this impacts our kickoffs. Used to, the ball had to go forward and we would tweet our whistle if it didn't, and we'd have to pull it back and retweet and start all over again. Now it can go backwards, sideways, whatever way it wants to go. As long as it moves, it is in play. All right, for Law 10, that's when we talk about the kicks from the mark to determine the winner of a match. If you are assigned to a match that is a semifinal, quarterfinal, or a final, please, it is imperative that you study up on this law and make sure that you understand it. I'm not going to go to it in detail right now, but please study this law if you are assigned one of those very important matches. All right, for Law 11, for offside, I want you to think about this. The halfway line is the neutral line. For an offside player, he must be in the opponent's half of the field. The arms and hands are not considered to be offside. Offside free kicks will be taken from the place where the player commits the offside offense. So, sometimes if a player is on the attacking side of the field and they're in an offside position, and then they come back onside and they're past the halfway mark onto their side, they've come back to the ball, that's offside. So the referee, the AR, will be standing at the halfway line because we don't drift into that part of the field. The referee then, once he tweets his whistle because you signaled for offsides, will then determine where that spot of the ball is for the restart. All right, the great news is that these law changes are posted on Mickey's website. So if you go to mickey'srefhub.com, these are all here, and I highly recommend that you go in and study up on these, not just for this tournament, but for the league, the upcoming league, and for any other match that you may officiate. Some more good news is that there's going to be a lot of North Texas referee committee members there this weekend that are reffing games right alongside you that are more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. So look for Fred Heiler, Jim Carlson, the lovely Ann Hicks, Marty Stringer, Jeff Hatfield, and of course Mickey O'Brien. I'll be there too if you need to ask any questions. All right, the website, Mickey's website, also has all the rules for this upcoming tournament. So be sure you check that out as well. But now I'm going to transition into the part where we talk about game day. As always, it's important that you arrive to the field 30 minutes prior to your first game time. Mickey and I always ask for you to please check in with me and Mickey, make sure you can see that, with our phone numbers, and just send us a quick text and say, hey, this is Jennifer. I'm here for my 9, 11, and 1 o'clock starts. I'm on field 3, 5, and 7, whatever the case may be. It's very helpful because we have a lot of people checking in at the same time, and it just speeds along the process, and it keeps our stress level at a minimum. So we appreciate that very much. There is a map to the field also. I just want to share that with you, but you can also find that on Mickey's website. Make sure you're familiar with the fields and their locations because, again, you may be moving from field to field, who knows. All right. In the referee areas, Mickey is going to post the field assignments or the game assignments so you know who your crew members are, what field you're on, and the tournament rules will also be posted in there. What you need to know is that the managers of the team, will be providing you with a game card for you to keep the score on, and it's going to look like this. So you'll see here that they have the date, the field, the gender, the age, the time, who the home. They should fill all of this out. What you'll need to do is put your score and be sure that you sign that. Now, in the event that there are any cards or misconducts, please be sure to put that on the back of the card, and then the winning team will turn in the card. If it's a tie, the home team turns in the card. All right. So, games are over. You're hot, you're sweaty, you're tired. Ugh, you made it through the day. It's time to get paid. Just go to the tournament tent. Be sure you have all of your game time so they can look it up and they will pay you there. It'll be a check, and so make sure that you are aware of all of your games. We are going to have hydration breaks throughout every game. I don't care if it's 8 in the morning or 8 o'clock at night. Every single game will have a hydration break. So, it should be no more than 2 minutes, whistle to whistle, and we recommend that you do it 2/3 of the way through each of the halves. So in other words, you get the teams a chance to kind of, get into the rhythm and play. So 2/3 of the way through, tweet your whistle, get a quick drink, have them go off the fields, get into some shade for a second, and then tweet, get back on the field and keep this party going. All right, for academy games, U8 and U9, they're mini games. 15 minutes, and mini games for U13s to 14s will, oh gosh, I just messed up and I'm so sorry. This is about the hydration breaks, I apologize. For game times, game links, that will be on the website as well, so please check that out. But these were just some recommended times for the hydration breaks. So for the mini games for U13s and U14s, at your 19-minute mark and at your 49th minute mark, you might consider a water break. 15s and 16s at the 22nd minute and the 57th minute. At U17s and U19s at the 25th and the 65th minutes. Okay, I cannot stress enough the importance of you yourself being hydrated before you take the field. We are going to be under some extreme heat conditions this weekend. Triple digits, humidity, it's gonna be hot. Be sure you bring plenty of water with you. Be sure that you are drinking lots of water tonight, that you have, hopefully you've been drinking lots of fluids all week long, because your health and your safety is of course the utmost importance to Mickey and I, as well as the tournament officials. So please make sure you're taking care of you. All right, the last thing I want to point out to you, and it's very important, and I hope you're watching this video all the way through, is that we want you to have a great time. We want you to have fun, enjoy yourselves, celebrate the fact that you're out there supporting this wonderful game of soccer, and celebrate that. So enjoy it. We'll see you there this weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.